Hey everyone, Yuri back with you with another great inner game mindset video, and today, as I mentioned, we're talking about self-esteem. Now I want to use my little dog Layla as an example here. This little munchkin is a little rascal. She likes to get into trouble, and so I'm just going to bring her over here for demonstration. Alright, so get a little close up here of Layla. That's Layla. Alright, so Layla is our little monkey. Hey monkey, you're a little crazy one. But I love her because she's got such an amazing personality, right? Jax, who's behind me again, sleeping somewhere in there, he's really subdued, relaxed, chilled out. Layla, on the other hand, is very curious. You know, you could call her Curious George. Now, there's two ways to approach disciplining a dog. You could physically beat them, right, and correct them all the time. And that is one surefire way to absolutely kill their self-esteem. The second way would be to, correct them and then reinforce them, or when they do, when they do something correctly. So when they exhibit a good behavior, you want to give them positive reinforcement, like a, little pet on the head or a little treat or some type of encouraging energy. And that way, that behavior is repeated, and they start to build that confidence and that self-esteem to being a little bit more of a healthy dog, if you want to call it that. Now, the reason I use this example is because dogs are, we talk about dogs in terms of training dogs and correcting dogs, and like Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer, I think he's awesome. But we don't really think about ourselves, human beings, in the same way, and I think we should. Because when you think about when you were young, right, and you did something bad, what did our parents do? What did your parents do, right? They may have, they may have hit you, they may have corrected you in some way, shape, or form. And this, depending on, the type of person you were, the type of child you were, it can be interpreted in all sorts of different ways, right? Just to give you a couple examples, I don't like the word no. I really don't like the word no, and it's sad that I hear it so often. You go to the playground and you hear some mother like freaking out. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do this. Don't climb here. Don't do this. No, 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 no. It's no, it's no, it's no, it's no. How is a child supposed to learn about life, learn about themselves, if they're not able to take risks? If they're not able to, maybe they're going to get hurt, maybe they're going to fall and bruise themselves or cut themselves, or, hopefully nothing serious, but how is a child supposed to learn if they're not able to take little risks? If we're constantly being held back and kind of pushed down by authorities telling us, no, we can't do something, we're going to get hurt, that's going to not, that's not going to be a favorable outcome. It's going to be very tough to build up that self-esteem, right? That confidence. And as we go through life, we have less ability and less desire to take risks because we fear the repercussion. And we've been conditioned to not, living outside the box or living life on the edge a little bit. And I'm not talking about like jumping off, roofs or going bungee jumping, but even small risks. We all have risks that we take in our lives in so many different ways, so many different areas. But what the realization is that if you don't have self-esteem, if you have very low self-esteem, that is probably one of the biggest things that will set you back in your life, hands down. I mean, you could think of countless examples. Really, I mean, people not living to their fullest at all for whatever reason. The majority of times it is because they have a low self-esteem about who they are, how they feel about themselves. And again, that comes back to their belief system where they feel that they're not worthy, they feel that they're not good enough, they feel that no one's going to love them, all sorts of things, right? So, if you've been brought up in a household where, your self-esteem wasn't that great, right, that's obviously going to take a little bit of work to build that back up. And what we've been talking about is, some of the things that are separating really successful, people in life. And again, I'm not talking about financial success necessarily. I'm talking about people who are achieving the goals that they set for themselves, right? So you might be one of these successes, right? You may have set a goal and have achieved it. That's, whatever success is for you, you define it. But in a lot of cases, people are defining their goals and not achieving them, right? That is not necessarily success or achievement. So we're looking at what are the things that are holding people back? Why is there such a gap, and how can we bridge that gap? And self-esteem is one of those really, really big things. You know, a good friend of mine, again, same thing. You know, he doesn't have great self-esteem, and it shows in a lot of areas of his life. He's very tentative, always, you know, looking for reassurance and asking lots of questions before making a decision, hesitating, analyzing everything to death, you know, very, very reluctant to take small risks, right? So again, these are things that, you know, I like the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. Because if you're reluctant to take risks in, for instance, in your career, I mean, this could be a bigger risk, but if you know you're not in the right job and you want to change to do something you love, taking that leap is a risk, right? You know, making that change is obviously a risk, and it'll be a bigger risk depending on where you are in your life and the responsibilities you have. But it can also translate into things like embarking on a new exercise program, right? You've heard about an exercise program or this new thing that's, you know, for instance, like Fit or You, right? You may have heard about Fit or You, one of my iPod workout programs, specifically geared towards helping you lose weight. But what happens is when you go to the website, you don't know about it. Like you haven't experienced it. You don't know if it works. Are you going to get the results that you want to achieve? So you're looking for testimonials and success stories from other people like you who have achieved similar results so that you can relate to them. You're looking to see, you know, looking around on discussion forums to see what people have experienced. You're looking for reassurance and reassurance and reassurance. And this is just an example, but we do this in all areas of our life, right? So we're less willing to take risks because we don't believe, deep down, it's not that the program doesn't work, it's that we don't work, right? That's our ultimate fear, is that we are the ones who are not good enough to achieve that result. Because I'm going to tell you, 98% of the programs out there, whether they be fitness or diet programs, will help you achieve the goal that they're stated to help you achieve. But what's not working is us, right? Is you inside, is up here. So you need to dig deep inside, you need to build your self-esteem, you need to do things that will get you out of your comfort zone, experience new things in life, take little risks, right? Not huge things, just little risks. Get outside your comfort zone, start building up your repertoire of experiences, and use those as reference points to say, hey, you know what, I did this, yes. This is going to build your self-esteem, this is going to build your confidence, and this is going to help you move towards your goals. So that's today's lesson on the mindset side of things. And once again, July 27th, just around the corner. Stay tuned for that. It's a huge day. And until then, I'll see you in tomorrow's video.